Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. I am here today with a really exciting themed reading vlog, and I just wanted to quickly mention that I managed to hit 200 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I cannot believe that I've managed to hit 200 people watching my subscribe to my channel. Is just insane to me. I mean, I would have been happy with 100 people, to be honest, but 200 is just amazing. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you to every single person who has subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I hope it continues to grow, and I hope I get better as a booktuber and grow like my little community on my channel. And yeah, it's just so exciting. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you to every single person that subscribed to my channel. I absolutely love you all so much. But to crack on with this themed reading vlog, I might maybe do this as a series, I'm not sure yet, but I want to read a certain amount of books that are themed around a specific booktuber in a way. So I wanted to kick off this themed reading vlog with reading books that have been recommended, or I am reading a specific thing for this booktuber's like book clubs and things like that. So to kick off this kind of series in a way, I don't know if I will make it a series, but the first booktuber that I'm going to be reading books for is the lovely Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading. I got chatting with Brittany fairly recently. I mean, I've known her on booktube for a while and I've watched her channel for a long time, but we started chatting a little while ago, and she's just the loveliest human being. She's going to be a co-host on the Chestnut Springs On with me for April, and we're going to do this until August, and I cannot wait to get started on that. But I have got 4 books here that Brittany has recommended to me, or I am reading for her Patreon book clubs, or book clubs that she's involved in. So there are 2 books that are book club reads and 2 books that Brittany has recommended to me to read, and I am just so excited to give these a try. And I think they're all quite different as well, which is really good. So I have 1 contemporary romance, 1 dark academia thriller, and 2 fantasy. So I think that's quite a good mix. So I don't know, as I've said, if I will do a series of this one, I'll do other booktubers. I would love to do that. So I did briefly mention these books in my April TBR video, so if you haven't checked out my April TBR video, I'll leave a link to it up in the video there. And I am really excited for all 4 of these because I think they're all really different, so I can't wait to see what I think of them. And Brittany has, and 2 books in particular, she's been raving about for me to read, and she's actually gifted one of the books to me, which is so lovely of her, so thank you, Brittany, for doing that. But I am going to kick off this reading vlog by starting off, I think, with one of the easier reads I think that I should get through quite quickly, which is the contemporary romance, which is At First Sight by Olivia Dade. This is for Brittany's Patreon book club for March and April. So Brittany has started a Patreon, and this is the first buddy read that we are doing for March and April, and this is my first Olivia Dade, and I'm really excited to give this a try. There's Plus Rep in here, Enemies to Lovers in here, and it just looks like a really fun time. And this is the really cute Afterlight edition that I got on Vinted, and it's so cute and I really enjoy it. So in this we are following the main character Athena, who her fiance has broken off their engagement, and the fiance's brother, who is Matthew, is the reason for why he's ended their engagement. So Athena moves into Spite House. The apartment block is called Spite House, and she is determined to basically make Matthew's life a misery and be like the worst neighbour in the world. And I think as the book goes on, Matthew ends up feeling quite bad about what he did to Athena, and I'm assuming that there's a romance that blossoms during the course of the book. So yeah, I'm really excited to give this one a try. And then I think what I'm going to go for next is the B&K book club for April, which is the book club that Brittany and Kelsey from Reads with Kelsey runs. So this is the April buddy read, and this is Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Farida Abeki Imede. I think that's how you pronounce that. But this is a dark academia thriller, and this is the same author of Ace of Spades, which I really enjoyed that one. So, but it is quite a chunky one. It's over 500 pages, so I'm a little bit nervous about this one, but I have seen really good reviews for this already, and I'm really excited to give this one a try. And then the book that Brittany actually gifted me is Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. This is a fantasy. I don't know if it's YA or adult, I'll need to double check. But Brittany has been raving about this series. She read the second book fairly recently, and she's loved the second book even more than the first book. But we have dragon riders in here, which is definitely giving me Fourth Wing vibes, and I absolutely loved Fourth Wing, so I'm really excited to give this one a try. And I think it's only just under 300 pages or over 300 pages, but yeah, I'm really excited for this one. And then the book that Brittany has been going on about quite a lot recently is God Killer by Hannah Kaynard. This is the most stunning cover ever. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So there is Greek, I don't know if it's Greek mythology or there's like mythology in here, and we're following the main character who can kill gods, and then there's a god that she can't kill, I think. And that's kind of all I want to know about it. But Brittany absolutely loved this and has been recommending this so much. And I got my copy of Sunbringer, which is the second book, fairly recently. So I would like to read that really soon at some point. But obviously I need to read the first book. So those are my reading plans for this vlog. So I'm going to try and do all of these in a week if I can. And I will come back in and give you updates on what I'm thinking of the books and ratings and all that kind of stuff. So I think... well, this evening I have plans because I'm going out to see Sarah Milken with one of my old colleagues from work, and I'm really excited for that. So I might give a brief start to At First Sight by Olivia Dade and see how far I get into it. But yeah, I'm really excited. So yeah, I will come back in and check in with you when I have made some progress at First Sight. Hello, it is a little bit later on now. As you can see, I am changed for going out to go and see Sarah Millican, who, if you don't know, she's a British comedian, and I think she's quite funny. So I'm going with one of the girls that I used to work with. So we're gonna go and watch Sarah Millican. So hopefully we don't get back too late. Fingers crossed. But I did make a start on At First Sight by Olivia Dade. And, oh, done something to my telly. And I'm currently watching Steph's new vlog as well for Final Book Support Group. So, I think I've just turned off my telly. Oh no! There we go. Let me get this back on. There we go. Yeah, so as I was just saying, I have just started At First Sight by Olivia Dade, and this is the gorgeous Afterlight edition on the naked hardback. Like, I love books like this, like go to like a full picture kind of thing. And these really, really cute strawberry sprayed edges. So cute. So I am currently 34 pages in, and so far we have met Athena, who is our main character, and she was engaged to a guy called, I think, Joseph? I think he was called Joseph. Honestly, my mind is like Dory from Finding Nemo, seriously. Yeah, I think it was Andrew or Anthony or something like that. And they were engaged and everything seemed all happy days, and she ends up meeting her fiance's brother Matthew, who she instantly just takes a disliking to and doesn't like him. She thinks he's a little bit of a twat, and for whatever reason her fiance calls off her engagement, and she's like totally out the blue at this party, and Athena's just absolutely devastated and distraught, and she doesn't understand why. And then she realizes that Matthew, her fiance's brother, he said something to him to make him call off the engagement, and from that day on she's just absolutely hated him. And it's 8 months later. We meet Athena 8 months later, and she's just moved into a new flat, and she has crossed paths with Matthew again. And she obviously remembers from 8 months ago what he did to her, and she's just like absolute venom. She just absolutely hates him, and so far so good. I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait to see how the relationship is going to develop from here. Obviously, like, enemies to lovers is like my favourite trope in romances, and I think in contemporary romances I do really like it. I mean, obviously fantasy, I love enemies to lovers in fantasy, but haven't read a lot of contemporary enemies to lovers, but that's definitely my favourite trope, so I really think I'm going to enjoy this. So I've got a little bit of time before I'm getting picked up, so I'm getting picked up at 7 o'clock, so I do have a little bit of time to chill and wait for her to pick us up. So I'm going to carry on watching Steph's vlog, and yeah, I will come back in and check in with you when I get back from the comedy show.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
It was Johnny. Her fiance is called Johnny. Honestly, I am just like Dory from Finding Nemo, seriously.
As well, which should be fascinating. So yeah, I am going to continue on with this tomorrow. That is my aim. I don't know what I'll move on to after this, but progress is being made, and I'm happy with the progress I'm making so far. I've had a couple of wins today. I've finished a couple of books, which is nice because I haven't done that in over a week. So yeah, but I'm really freaking tired. I just wanted to come on and update you. I was about to say real quick, this has been 13 minutes so far. Just wanted to come on and update you. I am going to get myself off to bed, and I will probably come on and update you tomorrow once I finish Hopeless and let you know what I'm moving on to next, rather than updating you in the morning. So yeah, I'm going to go to bed because I'm shattered, and I will check back in with you in the morning. It is 3:25 on Tuesday afternoon.
Hello, it is Thursday. We are nearly at the end of the week, can't believe it, and I will be having actually a long weekend off Monday and Tuesday for Easter break, which is really exciting. Please excuse the state of my appearance. I have just got in from work like 20 minutes ago, and I am absolutely shattered. I was at the Sarah Millican gig last night with my friend who I used to work with, and it was absolutely hilarious. I love Sarah Millican. She's definitely going to be one of my new favourite comedians now. She was absolutely fantastic, and even her support acts, she was hilarious as well. And it was just great. The atmosphere was great, and it was like loads of audience interaction, people shouting stuff out and things, and it was absolutely hilarious. And it said on our tickets that we had restricted view seats. We were up in the balcony bit of the theatre, but we were like literally right beside the stage, and you could see her Sarah Millican on stage very, very easily, so it wasn't even restricted view, so that was great. And I got home about 11:15, and I was up at 6 this morning because I had to go into work, so I'm a little bit shattered, so I think an early bed for me tonight. But I wanted to come in and give you an update that I haven't made any more progress in At First Spite, so I'm going to do a little bit of reading this evening and try and get through a good chunk of this. But so far so good, I'm really enjoying it, and I think what I might do after At First Spite is I might maybe pick up either Fireborn or Where Sleeping Girls Lie. I think maybe Fireborn. I think I'm still feeling more fantasy next, actually. But yeah, so I will come back in and give you a reading update. I think Brittany's doing sprints at the moment just now, but I think I just need to give my eyes a break and do a little bit of reading tonight and just have a chilled evening. And I have to go into work tomorrow, unfortunately, because it's the last day of teaching, and actually our university has rest days. They have a rest day for tomorrow, the 29th, but because teaching is still going on, we still have to have at least 2 members of staff to go in on campus, and everybody else is taking a rest day. But because on Tuesday I have to go and get a root canal done on Tuesday, I've decided to swap my rest day for Monday and Tuesday, so I'm going in on Friday. So it probably might just be me in the office tomorrow, which is fabulous, but at least I'll get some peace and quiet to get some stuff done. But my line manager, I think, should be in on Friday as well, so I'll have some company. But yeah, so that's my plans for this weekend, and we have I will be hosting a watch along for Taylor Swift's Eras tour on Saturday, and I am so excited. Laura and Brittany are going to join me on the live show. Laura is a complete newbie to Taylor Swift. Prior to watching the Eras tour, I like Taylor Swift. I like some of her stuff, but after watching the Eras tour, so this is my second time watching it, because it's on Disney Plus now, I have become a total Taylor Swift Swiftie. I was just blown away by that show. Like, that lady can put a show on. She is absolutely amazing, and I am desperate to go and see her in concert at some point, because I know that she's going to Hampden, which is like a big, huge stadium in Scotland, kind of like Murrayfield, like for the rugby, like that kind of thing. But I wasn't able to get tickets for it because nobody invited me, but it is what it is. But so I will have that on Saturday with Laura and Brittany on the live show, and we will be starting it from about 6 o'clock, so it'll probably be a few hours we'll be doing that, but I'm so excited. I've actually went and got myself some little like Eras Tour kind of wee bracelets and an Eras Tour t-shirt to wear for the live show, and I can't wait. It's just going to be so much fun. But yeah, so I will come back in and give you a reading update in a little bit. Hello, it is a lot later now. It is currently, what time are we? It's just gone 9:30 in the evening, and I have been doing a little bit of reading, and I've made a lot of progress with At First Spite. I am currently 142 pages in, so I've just got to chapter 8, and I am really enjoying this. I'm pleasantly surprised at how much I'm enjoying this. I really love Athena, our female MC. I think she's awesome. I really like her. And Matthew, he is definitely grown on me. He was a bit of a twat in the beginning, but I think he's definitely grown on me. And he's actually a paediatrician, a child doctor. So he's a doctor that works with children, and I just think he's really funny especially with the kids patients. I think he's really funny. And there was one of his other patients was an elderly man, and he had this chicken that he owned, and it was called Roberta Downey Jr., which I thought was absolutely hilarious. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving the banter between Matthew and Athena. I think it's great. They're just bickering with each other, and I just think it's really funny. And there was even like the mention of a Rickrolling, which, if you don't know, is like this thing with Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. If you know, you know. It's so funny. But yeah, so progress has been made, so I think I'm going to call it a night and not use any more this evening, but I'm going to take this into work with me tomorrow, because it's only just me in the office tomorrow, because it's Good Friday. So it's Good Friday tomorrow, and I have to go into the office tomorrow because, stupidly, the last day of teaching has been set to Good Friday, so the uni has to still be open, and they have to have at least 2 members of staff to go into the office for reception, so I have to go in for that. which is fine, not ideal, but I have to go in tomorrow. But I will be getting Monday and Tuesday off instead, so that's not too bad. But I will be going in tomorrow, so I think it will be very, very quiet in the uni, not many people around, which hopefully should give us some peace to crack on and get some work done. But yeah, I will probably check in with you tomorrow when I am back from work. Maybe I might check in while I'm in work, because I don't think there'll be many people around, but I will have to see about that. But yeah, so I will say good night for now, and I will check in with you all tomorrow. Hello, it is currently Saturday. It is Easter weekend, and I had a very, very slow start this morning. I opened my eyes at 8 o'clock this morning, but I didn't want to get out of bed, so I just stayed in bed until about 10. It's terrible. So I am actually up out of bed now. I've got dressed. I am currently sporting my new Taylor Swift Eras t-shirt in spirit for the Eras tour watch along this evening with Brittany and Laura, and I'm so excited for that this evening. So we will be kicking that off from 6 o'clock this evening. So I don't know how long it's going to go on for, because I think the full thing is about 3 hours, so I don't know how late it will be, but I am just so excited just to watch the Eras tour. And Laura has never ever listened to Taylor Swift, so this will be a first time for her, and Brittany's quite a big Swiftie, so yeah, I think it's just going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully we get a few people turn up to watch the watch along tonight. But I wanted to come in and give you a reading update, because I did do a little bit more reading of At First Spite, and I managed to get to page 200, so I'm exactly 200 pages in. I'm still really enjoying this. I think it's definitely feeling a 4-star at the moment. So Jade is currently doing Patreon reading sprints pretty much for the whole day, so my plan is to get this finished in those, and then I am going to be moving on to Fireborn by Rosaria Munda, and I am so excited for this, and I know Brittany's going to be really, really happy that I'm finally reading this book in this vlog, and I'm just so excited for it. So we've just come back from our first sprint, so I'm gonna crack on with my day, read a bit more of At First Spite, and I will come back and check in with you all a little bit later. Hello, it is a lot later on now. It is nearly 4 o'clock, and I wanted to come in and give you a reading update, because I actually have been doing some reading. I finished At First Spite by Olivia Dade. This was good. I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed it. I think it's probably going to get a 4-star, which I think is pretty good, but I really, really liked Athena, the main character. I thought she was great, and Matthew really grew on me, and I thought the relationship at the end of this, I thought was so sweet. There is trigger warnings for death of a child, but it is off page. I think Olivia Dade does mention it in the author's note at the beginning, but just do be wary if that is a trigger for you. So this is my first book for this reading vlog done, and it was a 4-star, so I'm really happy with that. So I think what I'm going to do is, I've still got a little bit of time before the Eras watch along, and I'm currently watching Beatrice doing some reading sprints with Leandra. And she said that she's going to wrap them up at about 6 o'clock, bless her, so she can join the Eras watch along, which is so sweet of her. She's an absolute sweetheart. So I think what I'm going to do is probably make a start on Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. And this is a completely different genre, and I haven't read a fantasy with dragons in a while, so this is definitely right up my street. So I'm really excited to give this one a try. So I think I might maybe try the first chapter and see how I get on with it. But I actually do have some book mail to show you. I had ordered a matching copy to go along with my Boys of Toman series by Chloe Walsh, and the number 4, book 4, which is what I needed for my set, which is Redeeming 6 by Chloe Walsh, came in. This is so thick. I am just like, because I think the actual version, the UK version, is over 900 pages, and it's like an absolute brick. But this is pretty thick as well, but it is really, really floppy, and I do love the flop on these editions, and the covers are just absolutely stunning. So I have Saving 6 and Redeeming 6 that I can read now, because I was holding off a little bit actually until I got the matching copy to go with my Saving Six, so I'll be able to read that one. And I think those two books are following Shannon's brother Johnny, or Joey. I can't remember what his name is, but yeah, I'm really excited about that one. So that'll probably be, I might maybe try and get to those maybe summertime, maybe in June. Or maybe May. I would like to maybe read them in May, but we'll see. So I think while I've still got about 15 minutes left of the sprint, so I might maybe make a start on Fireborn and see how far I get into it, but I am really excited, so I'm sure Brittany will be happy that I'm picking this one up. So I will check in with you all probably when we start watching the Eras tour, and I'm so excited for it. Honestly, I cannot wait just to sit and chill. We're getting a Domino's this evening, so there'll be pizza, and I've got some snacks with me, and it's just going to be a really, really fun time. So yeah, I will check in with you all a little bit later. Hey guys, it's a lot later on now. It's just gone 11 o'clock and I have just finished watching the Eras tour with Brittany and Laura. Oh my god, we had such a fun time. It was so fun. Laura absolutely loved it, and I think we have definitely converted her to become a Swiftie, so we were both thrilled about that, and we had some people that joined, which was so lovely. So thank you guys that joined the live show. I really appreciate it. I mean, I would love to do another watch along for the Eras tour at some point, but maybe in a few months' time, not like right like tomorrow or anything like that. But it was so much fun. It was just like, we had a moment where the Reputation section was just about to start, and I had said to the guys to pause it there, but I was stuck, like, I just carried on. I had totally missed the timer. I was just totally in my Reputation era moment, and Brittany was like, are we, she already had it on pause. But yeah, that was just so funny. The clocks are going forward this evening, so we're gonna end up losing an hour, so I think I'm probably gonna head to bed really soon because I'm exhausted from all that singing, and having a little dance, and it was just so fun to be on a live show with Brittany and Laura. And bless Brittany for coming on the live show, because she'd said that she'd been sprinting for 10 hours already today. So I appreciate Brittany so much for coming on and joining us, because she's a massive Taylor Swift fan. So all the Taylor Swift references and all that sort of stuff, it was just great to have her on. So I'm going to say goodnight for now, and I want to mention I did briefly start Fireborn earlier on, and I've about 30 pages, and so tomorrow I think that's going to be my priority for tomorrow, to read a lot more of Fireborn and get a bit more into it. But Brittany was thrilled that when I told her that that's my current read for the moment. But yeah, I'm going to say goodnight for now, and yeah, I'm just going to probably go to bed, listen to Taylor Swift all night, and just have, yeah, it was so much fun. That's one of the best watch alongs that I've ever done. It went so well, and I'm so thrilled. So yeah, I will say goodnight for now, and I will catch up with you all tomorrow. Hello, it is currently Monday. It's the 1st of April. We have finally hit April, which is absolutely crazy. Apologies for the state of my appearance. I just woke up like 20 minutes ago because I am waiting for Steph's Magic Monday sprints to start. I am off work today for Easter Monday, and I am so happy to not have to go into work today. But I did do a bit of reading yesterday. Just yesterday was Easter Sunday, and I just wanted to chill. My favourite Disney movie was on, and I wanted to watch it, and catching up on some Gogglebox with my mum, which was really fun. So it was just a really chilled day, and had my Easter egg as well, which was lovely. And oh my god, my hair's in an absolute state. I apologise. But I did do quite a bit of reading of Fireborn by Rosaria Munda, and I am currently 188 pages in, so nearly at the halfway point, and so far so good. I'm really enjoying it. I like the two main characters, and I like how kind of similar to Fourth Wing it is, but there's definitely a lot more fantasy elements in here rather than the romance part of it, which is interesting. So I don't know if the romance will pick up later on, or if there is any romance in this one, but so far I'm really enjoying it, and I'm crazy because I have decided to take part in 30 books in 30 days. I was on Jade's public sprints yesterday, and everyone was chatting about how they're going to try and attempt to do 30 books in 30 days, and I got absolute FOMO, and I've put together like a TBR of like my magical reads on stuff and the other books I wanted to get to in April, and just like a few shorter reads, and I have got enough for 30 books in 30 days, so fingers crossed for me that I can do it. But I am counting this because this was on my April TBR, and I have also decided to take part in Tomes and Treasures readathon as well, which is Jem from The Creepy Geek and Ash from Ashley's Bookish Life's readathon that's just kicked off today, which is like a D&D campaign. Why am I out of focus? There we go, that's better. Yeah, it's like a D&D campaign where it's kind of similar to Magical Readathon, where you create a character and there's reading prompts, and there's also like coins and stuff that you can collect, which are attached with prompts as well. So I checked with Ash just to check if you had to do all the prompts in April, and she said no, you can spread them out as much as you like until the next round, whenever that may be. So that's good to know, because I wasn't sure if you had to do everything in April. So that's great news. So I'm going to be probably using this for one of the coin prompts, because I don't think I've made it for put it down for a character prompt. But yeah, so Steph's sprints are just about to start, so I just have made myself a cup of tea. I've started the forest with Barb, and yeah.
Move on to anything else. I can't decide whether to include these for April or include them for March. This is going to take some time to get through. I'm only just over halfway. I'm on page 242. I was on page 197 before this morning. So I was under halfway before I started this morning, and then this one I am still under halfway. I'm on page 118. So I can't decide whether or not to include them in April or March, because we're now in April, so I won't be finishing them until today. That's what I'm hoping to finish today. So yeah, let me know what you think based on that maybe. But what's everybody's plan today? Hello, meant to be heading down to the coast today with the pooch, but the weather is a washout, so a lazy slow day of reading. It is 30 and 30. Kickoff. So kicking off with Elsie Silver to binge. Nice. Good books to binge because they're very, very quick. The weather is very shit today. I was aware that it was going to be a nice weekend and then terrible all week. So just FYI, the weather's meant to be shit this week. At least in Wigan anyway. Good morning, happy 1st of April. Going to be doing 30 and 30 and also Magical Readathon. Smashing it, Claire. Happy Magical.
Hello everyone, it is a lot later on now. It is currently just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have finished my first book for my 30 books in 30 days. I finished Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. This was good. I really liked it. I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed it. I think it's probably going to get a 4.5 stars, so not quite a 5-star, but I'm very, very intrigued to continue on with this because Brittany said that the second book, which is Flamefall? Yes. Yeah, Flamefall was better than the first book, so I'm definitely very, very intrigued to continue on with this. So I'm sure Brittany will be happy that I enjoyed it. So my first book done for my 30 books in 30 days. So yeah, so we're currently just on Steph's Sprints, and she was chatting about how much that she loved Mina and the Undead by Amy McCall, which is a YA kind of horror series. I think there's only 3 books in the series. The third book is about to come out this month, and we were just chatting about how Amy, she's a self-published author, and that she was doing on her Etsy, I don't know if it's her Etsy store, I think it's her Etsy store, signed and dedicated copies of all 3 books. So we've all just kind of went on an Amy McCall spending spree, and I have ordered myself all 3 books in the Mina and the Mina series, and I've got them personalised and dedicated to me, so I'm very excited for them to come, and obviously to support Amy, who's an indie author, and I'm sure, as Steph was saying, she'll be absolutely shocked by the amount of books that she's going to have to end up signing, so we were having a laugh about that. But yep, Fireborn is done and dusted, and my first book down for my 30 books in 30 days. And we also were chatting about, because it's 99p Kindle deals today as well, so I did go on a little Kindle binge and get myself some Kindle books, and I'm really excited for all of these because I found some great things. I actually got Mina and the Undead for 99p on Kindle before Steph had mentioned that Amy sells dedicated copies on Etsy, but I did manage to get a few good ones actually. So I got Hidden Pictures by Jason Rikulas. I think that's how you pronounce that, which is a horror. I got To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandria Christo. Yeah, Alexandria Christo. I got The Simple Wild by Kay Tucker, which I know which is one of Steph's favourites, so while it was 99p I thought I'd snap that up. I got The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. I've read Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young and I really enjoyed this. This is her newest one. I got The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holton, which is definitely giving me like Regency Bridgerton vibes, so I'm excited for that one. And then I got Spice Road by Maya Ibrahim, which is, I have seen in a Fairy Loot box a few years ago, and I've been intrigued about that one because it's definitely giving me like City of Brass vibes. I got The Jasad Air by Sarah Hassim, which I've seen about a lot and I was very intrigued about. I got the first 2 books in the Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson, which are The Way of Kings and Words of Radiance. I've got them on my Kindle for 99p, which is a bargain. And then I got The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni, Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. I got One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake because I have actually been quite intrigued about that one because I've heard it's meant to be like a Romeo and Juliet retelling, so I'm willing to give that one a try. And I also got Voyage of the Damned by Frances White, which I've seen in an Illumicrate box quite recently. The Last Witch of Scotland by Philip Paris. And yeah, I think that's it. So I got quite a few good deals on there actually, and I also just got an ARC actually on NetGalley because I think I do want to get back into doing my NetGalleys again. I got Riley Sager's new book release because I got the ARC of The Only One Left, which was actually my first ever ARC that I got on NetGalley, which is crazy. So I got Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, so I do want to get to that one at some point. And then I also got Hate by Tate James because it was on Kindle Unlimited and everybody's been reading it recently. So I've got some stuff to keep us going, which is really, really great. So I'm going to move on to my next read, which is going to be Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Farida Abeki Imede. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is a dark academia thriller, and I don't want to know too much about it, but I think the main character joins this prestigious school and her roommate on her first day ends up going missing, and then a body of a student is found. So I'm assuming it's like a murder mystery, kind of dark academia thriller type thing. But I'm really excited for this one because I loved Ace of Spades by this author. So I'm going to get cracking on this one. We've just started another sprint, so I'm going to get cracking on with this. And I'm currently doing some Forest with Barb because she's off today as well. So it's all really good here. I'm having a really nice chill day. I've got an Easter egg I need to eat up, and yeah, it's just going to be really chilled today. And yeah, I will come back in and check in with you all a little bit later. Hello everyone, it is a lot later now. It is nearly 7:45 in the evening for me. I am currently in my jammies and I've got Gem's sprints on. She's kicked off Tomes and Treasures readathon, so I'm just watching the sprint. So we've just started our second hour sprint. So I have been making really good progress on Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Farida Abeki Imede. And I am really enjoying this. I'm flying through it. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's 500 pages because the chapters are really, really short, which is great. But I'm really liking the vibes of this. So we're basically following our main character, Sade, and she's just joined Alfred Nobel Academy, which is like this really, really posh school, or a university, I think. Yeah, I think it's a boarding school like kind of thing. And on her first day, her roommate, who is called Elizabeth, ends up going missing, and Sade is not sure what's happened, where Elizabeth has gone. And there's this group of girls that are called the Unholy Trinity, and they're like the popular girls in the school, and she starts hanging out with them and becoming friends with them, and she gets involved with a guy called Baz, I think he's called, and she's a bit suspect about the head boy, who's called August, I think. Yeah, but yeah, so far I'm really, really enjoying it. So we're getting more into like the mystery of what's happened to Elizabeth, and I don't know where it's going to go, which is really, really good because I loved Ace of Spades, which is by the same author. I really enjoyed that one. I think I gave that one 5 stars, but so far so good. I'm really enjoying it. So I mean, I would love to finish this tonight. I mean, if I could get over halfway tonight and finish it tomorrow morning, that would be good. But I have the dentist tomorrow morning about 10:30 because I have to go and get root canal, which I am absolutely buzzing for. But I have to get it done because I've been having bother with this tooth for like months, and they've only just decided now that I need to get root canal. So But yeah, so I'm gonna crack on, read some more of this, probably go downstairs, make a cup of tea and try and get an early night because I'm not up at crazy yet, like early tomorrow. I've got the day off work tomorrow as well, so I can go and get this done. And then I unfortunately have to go into the office on Wednesday because stupidly I left my work laptop in my drawer in my desk in the office. So I have to go in on Wednesday now, so which I didn't want to do, but I have to because I left my laptop in there. So I'm hopefully maybe going to work from home on Friday because I've just checked with my line manager. But yeah, I'm going to crack on with reading some more of this and see how far I get. But it's reading very, very quickly. So I mean, if I could get halfway tonight and I'll finish the rest tomorrow, that would be great. But I'm already one book down for my 30 books in 30 days, so which is great news. So. But yeah, I will come back in hopefully a little bit later on and check in with you before I go to bed and let you know how far I get into Where Sleeping Girls Lie. But yeah, I'll check in with you all a little bit later. Hello guys, it is currently Wednesday and I did not update you guys yesterday because I had my root canal treatment yesterday and I was very, very sore from the anaesthetic. I mean, I'm still a little bit sore today actually, so I'm off work today because I didn't sleep great at all last night because my mouth is still very sore. So apologies if I sound a little bit funny, but it is what it is. But I do have some reading updates actually. So I was watching Leandra's sprints last night and I managed to finish before they started actually. I managed to finish pretty much in one sitting Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Farida Abeki Imede. Apologies if I've pronounced that wrong, but this was 5 stars. This was so good. This was the April pick for the B&K book club, which is Brittany and Kelsey's book club, and this is actually the first one that I've taken part in because I didn't manage to get around to Powerless, which was last month. I still want to read that book, but I didn't manage to get around to that one. But this one I really wanted to try. This was 5 freaking stars. It was so good. It was so well done. The topics in here, especially surrounding women and violence against women, I think were handled very, very well. At the end of the book, the author does put links to like helplines for sexual assault, violence against women, that kind of thing. So do be wary of the triggers going into that. But this was so good. It was like not what I expected at all. So we're basically following the main character, Sade, who goes to this really posh boarding school, and on the first day that she's there she interacts with this group of girls that are called the Unholy Trinity, and she starts to become friends with them. And she has a roommate called Elizabeth who on the first day that Sade joins the school, she ends up going missing and the blame seems to get pinned onto Sade, and so she ends up, her and this guy called Baz, whose actual real name is Basil, or however you pronounce it, which I thought was quite funny. They end up working together to try and figure out what's happened to Elizabeth, and there's like Morse code letters and things like that, and I thought it was so well done, and the twists and stuff, and like the topics. Obviously I've mentioned there's sexual assault, violence against women. The author does put a note at the front of the book that mentions, but it deals with really many issues including sexual assault, rape, suicidal ideation, grief and death of family members including parents. So that's triggers for you if you are thinking of picking this up. But I would 100% recommend this if you want a really good thriller. Like, it's over 500 pages, but it didn't feel like 500 pages. I flew through it so quickly, and yeah, I can't wait for the live show discussion about this one. It was so good. I absolutely loved it. So that's another book. That's my second book down for my 30 books in 30 days challenge that I'm doing. So I am now going to move on to the last book that I'm going to read in this vlog, which is God Killer by Hannah Kaner. I started this last night on Leandra's sprints, and I only managed to get to page I got to page 78, and so far so good. I'm liking it. I mean, it's definitely a very different pace to Where Sleeping Girls Lie, because it's definitely a lot more slow paced, but I am enjoying it so far. So I'm gonna focus on trying to get through this today and just taking it easy and giving my mouth a break. And yeah, I have to go back in next Tuesday to get the rest of the treatment done, because I only just got like a temporary thing put in, so I have to go back in next week to get it actually finished off. So I'll probably be sore for the next week or two, so just taking it easy, to be honest. I mean, it's typical when I've got work and stuff, but it is what it is. I can't really do anything about it. But I am catching up on Brittany's sprints that she did last night, because of time zones, her sprints are really late my time, so I'm just catching up on watching those. So I'm gonna crack on with reading God Killer, and I will come back in and check in with you all a little bit later.
Not doing 30. Too lazy to move. Well, at least you're reading, because you were worried you wouldn't read at all. Halfway through binding 13, you're 4th of 30, struggling to pick up a book because of a shitty day. Oh, Amanda, that sucks.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Amanda.
Yeah. Maybe binding 13 isn't the book to pick up when you've had a shit day, though.
Oh, yeah, maybe not. Maybe something a lot smaller.
Lighter topic as well.
Lighter topic, smaller.
You want the ball? Go.
You want the ball?
Oh.
I love how you threw that just like straight back.
That was disappointing. Did Gav bring his coffee machine?
I wish.
I asked the same question.
Yeah, I really wanted to, but I couldn't take that on the train.
No.
If I was driving, if I could drive, then I would absolutely bring it. Because I make the best hot chocolates with it as well.
I need to come and visit you for the hot chocolates.
You do.
What are you chewing?
Hello guys, it is a lot later on now. I'm feeling a little bit better. My mouth is still a little bit sore, but it's a lot better than what it was. So I'm going to go into work tomorrow, unfortunately. But I've only got Thursday and Friday, which is a quick week for me, to be honest, because I was off Monday and Tuesday for my rest days, and then I've obviously been off today. So only working Thursday and Friday, which is great news for me. But I wanted to come in and give you a final reading update for this vlog. I managed to finish God Killer by Hannah Kaner, and I really enjoyed this. I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed it. I thought I was really gonna dislike this. Like, I tried to pick it up previously and I got 30 pages in and put it down because I wasn't in the mood for it, but I'm so glad I carried on with it. I really, really enjoyed this. I think it's probably gonna get a 4-star, only because some of the pacing I found a little bit slow, especially the kind of the journey aspect. I thought some of that bit was a little bit slow, and like in the beginning it was a little bit confusing with the characters and all that kind of stuff, and that's the only criticism I've got for this. But overall, I really enjoyed this. I like the main character kissing. I thought she was so interesting, and it's got me even more intrigued to pick up Sunbringer, which I do have on my 30 books in 30 days list, so I will definitely get to it in April at some point, because I've got it there and I'm desperate to continue on with it. So I think Brittany will be very, very happy that I enjoyed this one, because God Killer was the one that I was the most nervous about. But yeah, I'm really, really happy that I've read all the books in the vlog, so I'm going to wrap up this reading vlog and talk you through what I read and what all my ratings were. Okay guys, so the first book that I read in this vlog was At First Spite by Olivia Dade. I was reading this for Brittany's Patreon book club. This is the March and April buddy read for Brittany's Patreon, and I really enjoyed this. I think I'm still settled on a 4-star. It was really, really good. Enemies to Lovers, plus size rep in here. I really enjoyed the main character Athena and Matthew. I didn't like him in the beginning, but he definitely grew on me towards the end, and I would definitely pick up something else from Olivia Dade in the future. I really enjoyed this, and yeah, 4 stars for this one. Then next up, I read Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. This is the first book in a trilogy, and I'm definitely going to continue on with this series. I really, really enjoyed this one. If you like Fourth Wing, but you want more fantasy rather than the romance, I think I would definitely recommend this one. 4 stars for this one. I really enjoyed it. Then next up, I read my only 5-star read of this video, which I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed this book, and that was Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Frida Abeki Imede. This was 5 stars. I absolutely loved this. If you are looking for a dark academia thriller that is really fast paced and so many twists and turns, and it deals with a lot of heavy topics such as violence against women, rape, sexual assault, but the author does put an author's note at the beginning of the book, so do be wary if you are thinking of picking this up. But this was so good, and I would definitely read more from Frida, the author, in the future for sure. This was 5 stars. It was so good. And then, as I've just mentioned there, I finished God Killer by Hannah Kaner. This was 4 stars. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to pick Sunbringer up, and it's definitely going to be very, very soon because I've got it on my 30 books in 30 days list. So yeah, I am pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed all of these reads, and I definitely think from these, me and Brittany, we may have similar reading tastes in some things, which is great, but I really enjoyed reading all these books this past week, so I wanted to say, if you haven't checked out Brittany's channel, I will leave her in the box down below. Please go and check her out. She is absolutely lovely. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!